My name is Danny Giusa. I'm 36 years old and currently I'm working in a company for SimRacing, marketing events and social media. We also host the biggest exhibition in the world for SimRacing called ADC SimRacing Expo and do some marketing and social media consulting for different companies. So there's a lot of racing and SimRacing in my life, yeah. So immersion is really important in sim racing, but that's a kind of tricky question, to be honest, because in the real racing car, you have so many different levels of feedback, like the sound, the heat, the vibration, also like the G-forces pulling you along when you're going into the corner. Actually, that's the main part where you understand whether you're on the limit or not. In sim racing, on the contrary, is like totally different because it's the only data stream that you have and work on to feel how the car is moving is actually the screen and the wheelbase. So if the immersion is really good, it's always welcome. Something that tells you directly to your body, you're going into the corner, and I understand through the haptic feedback that I can still go faster next lap, or even when it's a long corner, I can increase the speed or decrease the steering angle. That's never been on the market so far, actually. The direct, different feeling after you boot up the simulator and you're getting into the car and you're driving out of the pit box is like, wow, I have a new dimension of feeling to the driving. You have a pre-setup for casual drivers, for people that just want to enjoy racing, just want to have more feelings, more immersion. That's really welcomed, but also for the people that try to increase their lap times or the feeling what is actually happening with my car. Am I on the limit? Am I on the edge of the tire? If you come from a real racing car, you also have like this kind of expectation what is going to happen in the corner. And then it clicks like, oh, I expect that to happen, but it never happened at the simulator because there was something missing. Now I have like this additional layer of feedback. It's really close to what actually it feels to be in a racing car. That gives you this kind of emotion. The technology in itself is something which provides actually a benefit for racing. Doesn't matter whether you like to have it for immersion reasons or for going faster or feel the car more. Providing a degree of freedom, it's really, really important because each human is different and we experience the same experience quite differently. Plain, clear, yes, because there is something which I can feel no matter how I adjust it to my liking. But somebody who's not driving with it have just less feelings around the car immersion-wise. So basically there is a competitive edge directly. If you can add a different layer to the experience that gives you data, which makes you interpreting the current situation of the car better or even faster, it's always a competitive advantage because the other one don't have it. In tricky condition on a racing track, you're getting closer to the edge, but you never know whether the grip is supplied or not. So basically in conditions like if it was raining and going dry again, and it directly feeds me these information that I wanted. Having something that also supplies you the value or the feeling of what the tire is actually doing is directly a competitive edge because you just need to try it once and you know directly what's happening. If it's there, just grab it.
Thanks, Danny, for the interview.
Thank you very much for having me.